welcome to Puzzle Time times 1, which is our puzzle times where we take a look at one hand, to be not confused with Puzzle Time times 2, where we actually take a look at 2 different types of hand puzzles. Today's clue for the puzzle is danger hand. So let's get started. And the auction, the all-important auction, right? South, the hand that we're looking at, opens 1 no trump. West passes, North bids 4 hearts, and that's called a Texas transfer. And what North is saying is they have 6 spades, it's a transfer asking South to bid spades, and 10 to 15 total points, or an interest in going to slam. The auction continues, pass by East, South bids 4 spades, completing the transfer, and all pass. So now it is confirmed that North had just the game only hand with 6 spades. And we get the opening lead of the 10 of clubs. And you're all sitting South. You will be playing the cards from North and South. Your clue is to solve the puzzle, the danger hand. Make your plan, and we'll discuss the declarer's thought process on the other side. All right, let's take this from the top. And as declarer, first thing we do in our checklist is review the auction. And we note the auction went 1 no trump, 4 hearts, 4 spades. Our defenders didn't bid anything, so no clues there. No original passed hands. Both defenders were bidding after the auction had opened. And then we choose our master hand. Now the opening leads 10 of clubs, and we're now looking at both hands, and we interpret that 10 of clubs. Now it is a suit contract, so it could be from shortness. It could be from a sequence, 10, 9, 8. That would be the top of the sequence since we're looking at the ace, king, queen, jack of clubs, right? So either shortness or some length, not clear on the opening lead. And then we draw a line, an imaginary line on the table in the middle, diagonally across the table between the North and the South hands. And we choose the North hand as our master hand, because that's the long trump hand. And the South hand is our cover card hand. Then since we're in a trump contract, we're going to count losers. All right, so we're going to go suit by suit by suit in the North hand. And we're missing the queen 10 of spades. So very likely that we have 1 loser in spades. We have only 8 spades. So it's likely we have a loser in spades. Could be a very bad break and we have 2 losers, but those kinds of odds we don't think about. In hearts, we have a loser, but the South hand has the ace, so we don't have any losers there. In clubs, we have a couple of losers. Anytime you say to yourself, it depends on where the ace of clubs is, then it's a loser. But then we look to the cover card hand in South's hand, and there are no losers in clubs. We also note that we have 2 what we call extra winners sitting in the club suit, extra winners in South's hand. So those might come in handy. Then we get to the diamond suit. And the diamond suit, we have 3 losers. We see the king of diamonds in South's hand, but it depends on whether East holds the ace or West holds the ace as to whether that king's going to win. So we're going to count ourselves for 3 losers there, for a total of 4 losers. And if we do our net, our declare play thought process, right? Number of losers we can afford is 3. Number of losers we need to eliminate is at least 1. We love over tricks, but trying to make the hand at least 1 because we have 4 losers. Our technique here will be discarding. Our plan is to discard some of those diamonds away on the extra winners in South's hand, on those 2 extra club winners. We could throw 2 of our diamond losers away. So our technique is going to be discard, and our transportation suit is actually within the club suit itself. Okay, so clubs is our transportation suit. We can go back and forth between the North and the South hand in the club suit to take care of our discarding, right? So we've done all of this at trick 1 on every declare hand you play. At trick 1, while you have all 26 cards in front of you, much easier to put together your declare's thought process looking at all 26 cards instead of playing to a couple of rounds of clubs in this case, and then thinking about it because now the cards are missing, right? So do it before you play to the trick one, even if you know you're losing trick one, or even if you know you're losing the first 3 tricks, right? Make your plan before you play to trick one while you see all 26 cards. Okay, so then I always ask myself, what could go wrong? Right? I have a plan. Seems pretty simple. I'm going to pull trump, run clubs, discard my diamonds out of North's hand on the extra club winners in South. But what could go wrong? Well, that king of diamonds sort of jumps out at me. I don't know about you, but it jumps out at me. Anytime I have a lone honor in a suit where I have multiple losers, I think to myself, oh, that lone honor is in danger, right? If East gets on lead and leads through South's king of diamonds, we could have 3 diamond tricks, boom, boom, boom. And if East is on lead, that means we've lost a trick. In this case, it has to be a spade trick, right? And we're down 1. Done. Nothing we can do about it. So I would design my spade play to make sure that East doesn't ever get on lead until I have time to play my club suit, discard my diamonds out of North's hand, and then East can be on lead. All right, well, I've got 8 trump, and general guideline is 8 or less finesse. But I noticed that my trump finesse is going into East hand. And East is what we call our danger hand. West is safe. If West gets in with the queen of spades, they can't lead through our king of diamonds. That's our goal here, is to keep East off of lead. So we could attempt to win the king of clubs at trick 1, and at trick 2, lead the jack of spades. But what if East covers? Now we're sort of back to where we started, right? We have to win the queen of spades and then lead a spade to the ace and give up the 10 of spades. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to win the king of clubs. That's high card from the short side technique. And at trick 2, we're still going to play trump, but we're going to play low to the king and a low spade back to the ace and give up a spade trick to guarantee our contract. West might have had the queen of spades, but to risk the contract by taking a finesse into East hand, our danger hand, not worth the risk. So play 2 rounds of spades and then go right to the club suit and a low club to the ace, cash the queen of clubs, right? That's one of our extra winners, and discard a diamond loser away. Now let me show you all the cards so you can see what's happening in the East-West hand. East can now trump because they only had 2 rounds of trump to follow 2, right? They can now trump with their good spade and switch to a diamond through the king of diamonds, right? So we can play low, maybe hope that West has a singleton ace of diamonds, right? And East can continue diamonds through South's king again, and West can see the dummy, so they put the 10 up and that wins. But notice that the 3rd diamond loser, the setting trick that we had at the beginning of the hand, is no longer there because we discarded it away as East was trumping in. So we exchanged a loser. Instead of having a diamond loser, we had a spade loser. Instead of having 1 spade loser and 3 diamond losers, we ended up with 1 spade loser and 2 diamond losers. So West can attempt to cash the ace of diamonds, but they see the fate of that, right? And declare trumps in the dummy and can cash the king of hearts, high card from the short side, 2 of hearts over to the ace in South's hand. And then if you take a look at North's hand, that was our master hand. It has all trump left. At this point, declarer can claim. So let me show you all of the cards again. and just run through that idea one more time. So 10 of clubs lead, right? One node, four hearts, four spades, and 10 of clubs opening lead. And take a look at what West was leading from, right? Could have been shortness, more likely sequence lead, because we're only looking at 6 cards in our club suit. And that means the opponents have 7. One of them, the clubs could be 6-1 and they didn't have an opportunity to show them. That is a possibility, but more likely it's from a sequence lead. And let's see what happens. I just want to show you with the cards all face up. If we go about just pulling trump, doing our usual, taking a spade finesse, low spade to the king and a spade back to the jack, and East wins. That was our danger hand. And East now switches to the queen of diamonds through our king and continues another diamond through our king again. West wins the 10 and the ace of diamonds becomes the setting trick. So in a way, you could look at this hand as a loser on loser play, where you were discarding a loser on the extra winner in the clubs in South's hand, while East was trumping in with their trump card. Down 1, if we just play it straight up. Recognizing that the king of diamonds was a danger card. Anytime you have a lone honor sitting by itself, it's usually the king. You got to take a picture of the whole hand then. It's not just about, do I have 8 trump? Do I have 9 trump? Sometimes when you have 9 trump, you have to take a finesse to keep that danger hand off lead, right? So pay attention to those danger cards. Lone kings by themselves have a big impact on how you play the rest of the hand. A lot of you guys told me the key was keeping East off lead, and that will do it for this week.